and the gold accents just has like a cozy, fun feel.
The lounge.
The lounge.
We're starting a really exciting project today. We are doing a major sort of interior design overhaul of our house. So it's been about 8 months since we started our renovation project, and man, we lived through a lot. It was a huge lift, but we're really happy with the results right now. It took about 3 to 4 months to really get through the major work inside the house, and we just sort of finished the finishing touches. We're excited to bring you through the house and show sort of the before and after photos of it.
If you remember from our last video, we hadn't done any work in our house since we moved in. So this project was really an opportunity for us to update the house, give it a little fresh look, some more personality, and to help the house to meet us where we are in our lives now versus where we were 8 years ago.
Well, this was originally the formal dining room, and we had it set up like that for the first couple of years, and then it sort of had a couple of other iterations. So it became our music room, our homework room, and then just kind of an empty room. We didn't really have it set up at all. So it made a weird first impression when you came in. So our goal for this room was to finally be very thoughtful about setting it up and getting the whole room, like, just having personality. And now it's where we meet with people. When we have friends come over, this is where we sit and hang out a little bit.
If you remember, the walls used to be a blue color and the trim was all white. And we had this idea to make a really bold change and to actually change the trim to tricorn black and to make the top part actually white instead. And it was a little scary to do that, I'm not gonna lie. It's just a really big change. But we love it. We love the boldness of it. We like the impression that it makes when you first come in, that it's just a really cool, fun vibe. And then the way that the black kind of works with the whiskey brown barreled chairs and the green of the ferns and the plants here and the gold accents just has like a cozy, fun feel.
The lounge.
The lounge.
All right, now it's time for Chad's office. This is where all the magic happens. No, the truth of the matter is Lisa and I both work from home. And so she has said, Chad, you're on the first floor and I need 2 floors between us because you talk so loud. So I got to take this room on fully as my own and personalize it. And so we've got some really fun things. You know, we went kind of bold with the dark color, including the trim all the way around. And then it was kind of fun adding some art pieces of artwork. So we've got the North Carolina mountains there. I used to spend a lot of time in the mountains and doing conservation work. My bluegrass concert from years ago. We've got like an old VW, VW bus that my parents had when I was born back in the 70s, and just sort of a beachy vibe too. So a lot of things that just fill me up and relate to me. So that was fun to sort of bring some more of my personality out in this office. And we spend a lot of time here, so it's nice to have a place that really feels good and sort of fills me up.
So this used to be our playroom. It's where our kids had Legos and their pretend kitchen set and all of that. And our kids have grown up a lot. And so we wanted a space that reflects, again, more of where they are at this point in time and how they want to spend their time. Just imagining that this is going to be used for sleepovers and for just a pile of kids. And so that's why we went with furniture that you pull forward, kind of leans forward like that. So then if there's a sleepover, or like with Chloe going to college soon, we're imagining her coming back from wherever she is with her roommates or what have you, and that they all have a place to stay. this is my office. We're up on the 3rd floor now, and this is kind of the living room space. We have a full bathroom here, and then there's a bedroom back there. That's the guest room, like when our parents come to stay. So I share this with them when we have visitors. But this is my office. I really wanted a space that was tucked away and quiet. Like Chad said, he has a really loud voice when he's on the phone. And so sometimes I can still hear him from the 1st floor, even when I'm up on the 3rd floor. So I just wanted to be kind of tucked away. But I also just wanted it to be inspiring. I wanted it to be calm. I wanted it to feel quiet and a place where I can be productive, because that's the kind of environment I need where I can do my best work. Little tidbit, I was sitting here after we finished the whole project and I realized it's Bright Ideas colors in this room, which was completely unintentional. There's 2 tips that we wanted to offer to anyone who's thinking about doing a home project like this. The first one is who you hire really matters. And the people that came in and did our floors and our paint pretty much were part of our family for a solid month. It was probably 5 or 6 different guys that were here 12 hours a day for, 4 weeks.
Yeah.
And it was so helpful to us that not only that they did great work, which they did, but they took feedback really well from us, which was really important. Anytime we saw streaking on the walls or drips of paint on the floor that maybe they just missed, they took it really well. And that way we were able to get our project perfect. And the other thing we really appreciated about them was just their communication and just kind of their affect in our home. They were friendly, they were helpful, they showed up on time. All of that makes a huge difference just in making a big project that's kind of already stressful, making it a lot more enjoyable and calm and reliable.
So we'd already worked with that team in our business, but I would say call references for anyone who you're going to hire for families. And if they're not willing to give references, you really ought to think twice about that.
Absolutely.
And the second big tip we would give you is a couple of things. One is set a budget and really stick to it. Like give yourself a little cushion in your budget there. It's amazing how many things, once you get started, it's like, oh, well, we should add that. And why don't we add that? And why don't we add that too? Right. So develop that budget and get real good clarity with your partner about what you're able and willing to spend on it, and what might be a phase 2 later on.
Right.
Within that is also not being a do-it-yourself hero necessarily. Like if you're like our family, we have 3 kids and dogs and all these other activities, and so things when package after package after package started arriving of furniture that needed to be assembled, because if you order it by mail, it's great, it's super convenient, and most of it came pretty quickly for us actually, but there's about an hour to 2 hours of assembly for every package, and we had about 35 packages in our hallway stacked almost to the ceiling. So hire that out. There are people who you can hire who will actually put that together, and they're really good at it and fast. And it just takes that off of you, as well as things like mounting TVs. Like that's just another thing that people who do it every day, they can do it fast and easily, and that is worth the money to get it done right and take it off your list if you need to take some off. So build that into your budget, and that's probably maybe 10% or so of your total budget to do that.
So that's it. We're really grateful to our partners, Amber Fontana at Luca Home Inspirations and Jose at New Valley Painting and his entire crew. They did all of our painting and our floors. They did such a great job. We're grateful for them, and thanks for watching our renovation.